Hi guys, Thomas and Friends 47 here, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Thomas and Friends All Engines Go Push Along Toby. And here from the packaging we can see what a spectacular model this is going to be. Here's the back of the box. You can see of course all the legal information on the back there, and it's actually dated for 2023. Here's this other side of the box here. Here's a look at the top and the bottom. Now let's take a look at this engine out of the box. And what a spectacular engine this is. Look how cool this looks. So you have all this great detail on the sides, from this nice insert on the inside to the painted window frames, the number 7, the painted handrails, and the way that the side plates here go all the way down, almost touching the track. It's spectacular. You'll also see that bell on the top. That is a separate piece, and so is the funnel that's attached to the insert for the windows. Here's a look at the front of the engine. Now, the front of the engine is a little bit disappointing. Not only are you missing that great lining around that's present on the side of the models, but also no lamp detail. However, the buffer detail is painted here, which I do appreciate. Here's the other side of the model, which is basically the same, but again, still very cool. And here's the back of the model, and this part is even plainer than the front of the model. You'll see there's no buffer print there, no buffer beam painted. It's kind of sad looking on the back. Here's a look at the top. You'll see where that yellow bell comes through. Of course, the funnel. Of course, it is missing the steam pipe. Excuse me, but I believe it is in the show as well. Now, here's a comparison between Toby and the other push-along All Engines Go engines, like Thomas, Percy, Kana, and Nia. And you can see that it's relatively in scale to the All Engines Go world. However, I found that this engine works a little bit better, or even with the classic engines. So you see the push along is kind of, it's a little bit too tall for push along, but it's actually perfect for Trackmaster, or very close to it. And you can see it's relatively in scale even with HO scale figures, which I do appreciate. In fact, this entire model looks spectacular alongside Trackmaster and Playrail locomotives, and if you take it apart, you can see just how many pieces go into Toby. That brown part there, the body shell, is completely made of metal, which is interesting, but there's so many great details here, and you could easily just remove the window insert and have all this room on the inside, trim that back plate off of the face and simply glue it into place. And you could put a detailed interior in here easily, and you can see the driver figure just fits perfectly in there, and it looks really, really neat, and even looks like the classic show, CGI series, whatever, but it looks really good. You could change the face. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool how it is, but you could potentially even edit that face to a CGI series face and make it something really cool too. So anyway, what are my thoughts on this model of Toby? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a spectacular model. There's so many great details here. Mattel hit it out of the park. However, there are a few downsides, and I'm going to go over those now. The first thing being the front and the back of the engine. I wish they would have decided either go with lining or don't. If they hadn't put the lining on the side of the engine, we would have missed it, but I don't think it would have been as bad or as noticeable if they hadn't included it. So, for example, it's just kind of jarring when you look at the side and see how beautifully detailed it is, and then you look at the front and there's hardly no detail sticking out. Now, it's an easy fix. Get some brown paint. It's not overly bad. However, it just doesn't fit the model, and it's almost like it's two different models, if that makes any sense. However, I don't want to put this model down too bad, because it is a very cool model. The separately applied bell, the separate piece for the funnel that's attached to the windows, the painted handrails, the buffer beam on the front that's painted. There are a lot of great things to this model, and it really goes to show that when Mattel wants to, they can make some really cool stuff. I also appreciate that the side plates go all the way down to the tracks, same way with the front. That's something that's never been done, not even with Trackmaster. So it's exciting to see those details on here, and I'm just excited to see what other people in the fandom are going to make, and I'm excited for the model that I'm going to make out of an extra one of these once I get it. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think about Toby in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.